Hi everybody, welcome back to Two Hearts on Love Marriage Celebrant channel. Here we believe that weddings should be serious, but why can't they be filled with fun, laughter and a heck of a lot of love. My name is Brian Gamage and I am a marriage celebrant, and today's topic is all about rituals in your wedding. As usual, let's talk about the normal YouTube stuff to get rid of out of the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell icon wherever you can see that, and hopefully you'll receive notifications for new videos coming up so that way you can see all the conversation and explanation of all the rituals that I'm going to talk about today. What is a wedding ritual? Now, rituals are something that you can include in your ceremony which should have some sort of symbolic meaning to you. Now, it could be anything from just a reading by, Great Auntie Mary, by Nana, by Granddad, whoever. It could be something like acknowledging absent family and friends, someone who's passed away recently, and you would like to acknowledge that you know that they are there in spirit and certainly sharing that day with you. Very important. Then there's so many other things you can do. Now, for me, I am a big believer that you should have something from your day that can be a keepsake and a referral back to. So if you get something in your lounge room in your house that people come in and they look at it and say, oh, what's that? Then you can refer back, oh, I got this from my wedding, this is what we did, and it means this to us. So it's a great thing, and you haven't just got a certificate for your day. Now, again, it should have some sort of symbolism. So many different rituals. You don't want to just chuck it in for the sake of it. The other thing too that I like to believe is do something that maybe people haven't seen before that also means something to you. So it adds that extra element to your ceremony, and people actually look back and think, wow, that was incredible. What did you do there? How did that work? What does it mean? So there are different things I'm just going to go through. Now, these are just going to be a very, very quick mention of what they are. A couple of pictures might pop up to show what they are, a little bit of an example of them. And then there'll be individual videos coming up explaining in detail a bit more about them. Not so much how to do them, but exactly what they are and what their basic meanings are. So they could range from anything from a padlock ritual where you actually get two padlocks, lock them together, so you're locking your love together forever. Very great little ceremony, that one. I include that in all my ceremonies if they're wanted. I offer them for free, and I have some special custom-made locks which I include if people want them. Very, very popular. Please pop over to the website or the Facebook page and have a look. Other things you can do is like candles. There's Unity candles set. Now, the Unity candles where you actually get two candles from the individual families and light the middle one, so two become one, uniting the candles together. Another inclusion could be memorial candles. Now, these memorial candles are acknowledging those who have passed away, and it is a nice way to light that little candle and have it lit throughout the process of the ceremony so they actually know that they're with you in spirit as well. So it's a very nice little touch for that. Always with candles though, just keep an eye on the weather because they're not the best things when it's windy, and there are some issues sometimes when candles blow out. Some people actually take that to mean something. So please keep that in mind when you use a candle ceremony. Then there could be things like sand ceremonies. Now, sand ceremonies are a very great and popular inclusion, and there's just in combining two sands together, blending your life together, so it's actually together in the vase. Now, another great thing about the sand ceremony is you can include children, especially if you're blending a family together. So it's a great inclusion and way to include them. So about the halfway mark, you stop, kids pour their layers on, and then you pour over the top. So you blend yourselves all together. So it's a beautiful little touch. With the sand ceremony though, it just sits on your shelf, doesn't really do much, but it does, have symbolism. Another thing you could use is an hourglass. There are special hourglasses, and through those I'll discuss on where you can get these sorts of things as well. So the hourglass is just you pour enough sand in just to cover the bottom little section, bottom bulb of the hourglass, seal it all up, and then you can turn it over and blend your life every day. So it's a nice little inclusion as well. Then you've got the thing like the wine box ritual. Now, the wine box ritual is a beautiful touch where you actually write love letters to each other, put a drink into a box, lock it up, and then you open it up on anniversaries in the future. Now, the thing with that, some people do call it the first fight box. Not a fan of that at all. We don't want you opening up on your wedding night, do we? So we don't want that sort of thing to happen. So generally they are for anniversaries, and they do have another little meaning which I will explain in the main video, and that's a really nice symbolic way to consider your relationship and how well it's going. So that's a great thing as well. Then there's something called the Tree of Life, which includes padlocks. Now, there are various versions of this where you can include your parents, you can include children, and yourselves locking padlocks on a tree. Now, it's very, very symbolic, and the beauty of that is that tree can grow as you have more children, or even when you have grandchildren in the future. If you're that way inclined, and I have done this in the ceremony, you can have locks put on there for your cats, your dogs, whatever it is that means something to you. So again, they are your fur babies and they are members of the family, so you can put them on there, but they continuously grow, and that's a beautiful touch as well. There are another thing called the stone cairns. Now, the stone cairns is not so popular, but again, it's just a bunch of flat rocks. Different members of the family come and lay those rocks out so they get smaller and smaller and smaller, and then you actually put a lock on the, a stone on the top, and the stone actually is you capping it off. Another beautiful little touch. Picture shows that. Put it somewhere in your garden or something like that, and it's a beautiful keepsake from your day. Then there's the actual blessing of the hands. Blessing of the hands is quite simple. Just a ribbon that goes around the hands, ties it up, and a little verse that goes with it. And that's a beautiful little touch as well. And I really like that one because right at the very end, the last line is, even when wrinkled and aged, these hands will still be holding yours. So it's a beautiful little touch that, oh, that's nice. But yeah, it's a beautiful little touch. And another thing that I do like a lot is the German bridal cup. Now that has got a massive story with it, and I'll tell that in the actual video for it. Now that is actually where the couple can drink out of a cup at the same time without spilling a drop. Now it sounds impossible, but an actual special cup's been designed that can do that, and I'll show that in one of the future videos. Now again, rituals aren't for everyone. Again, when you add one into your wedding, it does extend the time out for a little bit. Most of my weddings go for about 20 to 30 minutes, including the signing, and you'll be amazed at how much you can include in that ceremony when you actually include some of these rituals. So stay tuned for the extra videos that come on with that. I hope you liked some of that. Go back and have a look at some of the photos as they come up. And if you really like that, target the specific ritual that you like, look for that video, and then hopefully it explains a bit more about it. If you need any further information or like to discuss anything with me, please don't hesitate to contact down below, or just send me an email, or contact me on Facebook. Details are just here, and then I look forward to hearing from you and explaining all about it. Have a fantastic day, and hopefully keep an eye out for those other videos soon. Thanks very much, and bye.